Hi guys, welcome to The Charming Child. So how does a parent boss create peace and calm within their home with their child? Well, in order for me to answer that question, I'm going to have to give you a definition of what exactly a parent boss is. A parent boss loves their child so fiercely. They love them so much that they are willing to correct and guide their child. And they do this in a loving and caring but firm manner. A parent boss knows that they are the head of their family hierarchy, and they know that this is a job that requires them to make the family come first, that their young child is worth more than anything that the world has to offer. They're so precious. So a parent boss knows in order to be the head of their family hierarchy, they are also going to have to be an intentional parent. And that means they're going to make choices. They're going to think about what kind of home environment they want to have for their child, and and how is this going to come about. And a parent boss also knows that under no circumstances can their young child take over the role of the head of the family hierarchy. That it only leads to chaos. And it is not helpful for the child, and it's definitely not helpful for the home environment. The parent boss realizes the magnitude of these first 5 years and knows that the neurological pathways that are being formed are going to be with their child for most of their life. And they want to have the best neurological pathways being formed. And a parent boss also knows that it's not only important for their child to be smart and wise, intelligent, but they also need to be kind and compassionate and loving and caring. And they know that a parent boss knows that they're going to have to set up an environment that encourages that, and they're going to have to model kindness and love and compassion so that their child can be a kind and loving and compassionate and a person who's full of empathy, so that they can be a benefit to this world. What's going on here is bigger than we actually think. We're affecting the future, and the parent boss knows that the choices they make help affect the future. A parent boss knows that they have to have rules and boundaries in place in order to create calm and peace within their family. And they know that children actually thrive in knowing what boundaries and rules they have, and that this creates a calm environment for their child to be creative and to engage in their environment. And they also know that they have to be the enforcer of these rules and boundaries. And they know that, like a 2-year-old might push those rules and boundaries, but they need to stay firm and guide their child. And, by the time the child's 3 or 4 or 5, it gets a little easier, and they know the boundaries, and then they can act calm because they know the boundaries. They don't have to try to control their environment because it's already taken care of, and all they have to do is be who they are. A parent boss also sets up what is acceptable and unacceptable behavior. So there's going to be certain behaviors that you're just not going to tolerate, and a parent boss will set those up and make them perfectly clear for their child. An unacceptable behavior could be something like hitting. A lot of little kids like to hit their mothers. For some odd reason they do. I don't know why. But they like to hit their moms. And if you're firm and say this is unacceptable, it should end pretty quickly. As long as you're not wishy-washy, you have to be firm with them. A parent boss has to have tenacity, endurance, and patience. Because raising a young child takes all of that and a little bit more, because if anyone has spent time with a 2-year-old on a daily basis knows that it takes a lot of endurance. So now that you know what a parent boss is, you can kind of see how being a parent boss will help create a home environment that is calm and peaceful. Because if the child knows that you are the boss, then they don't have a need to control. And part of the reason why children get out of hand and their behavior escalates is because they're trying to be in control. But if they know that you are in control and that your rules stand firm, then that kind of takes, they don't have to carry that load. They can just play calmly and be creative and engage in their environment. And make sure too, like when you set boundaries and rules, have boundaries and rules that do encourage a calm environment. They have time to bounce around and jump around outside. Have your inside, have your home life be where there is calm. And that's why I said it takes intentionality. You have to think about how you want your home. So when a child knows that they no longer have to control the environment, then they're calm. And a calm child makes a calm and peaceful home. I feel really passionate about this term parent boss and what it means. Because if we don't take this role as a parent seriously and don't view it as the most important job that we will ever do, there's going to be a breakdown. And, we're kind of seeing some of that, in our society right now. We're seeing this anger and hatred in our children. And, I want our children to be kind and loving and caring. And in order for this to do that, we have to be parent bosses. We have to be kind and compassionate and firm parent bosses. We have to know what our role is, and we have to know what our child's role is. I sometimes think we get a little too permissive with our children. We want to be our child's best friend. Guys, our children do not need us to be their best friends. They need us to be their best parents. And you'll have time when you form this great relationship, the parent-child relationship with your child, and it follows your child all the way through until they're 18 years old, they're in college, they're going to come back and they are going to be your best friend because you form those bonds that are natural and the way they're supposed to be. They're not going to be rebelling against you because they're going to love and respect you. So, save being their best friend for when they're in their 20s. But when they're little, please, please be their best parent. So until next time, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. Give your children lots of hugs and kisses. And don't forget to tell them that you love them. And guys, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and let me know. Are you a parent boss, or do you agree or disagree with anything that I've said? Let me know down in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe. All right, guys, until next time. Bye-bye.